Alright, welcome back to my third playthrough of Transport Fever 2. This is episode 13. And last time we got the logs rolling with planks and whatnot, so we can... oh yeah, we're going to set up a steel line on here. Let's take a little ride on this line right here. Just because. Yeah, I haven't missed a day of uploading either since a month after April last year. But yes, I need to... Yes, we're going to... This is going to be really quick since I have to... Excuse me. Hang on one second. Yeah, I have playlists from Transport Fever 1. I got all kinds of stuff on there. steel. We're gonna go roof rate Osaka steel. That is not how you spell steel. Be one. Oh boy. Just do that so when put the entrance and exit instead of the one in the center, so they're always plus how I have it, there's always it's a uninterrupted stream of vehicles on these. Where should she be? Do you have time that you're clocking out? I'm gonna be ending the stream in about I'm thinking 15 minutes, something like that. Then I will either be back on in about an hour or 2 hours. Because normally it's 11:36 right now where I live. Normally I get on at 12:05 just so I know I got the stream at the beginning of the day, AM Central US, and I stream for like 2 or 3 hours, and I cut 2 or 3 episodes out of that and then make them for YouTube. But I've been having some family issues going on recently, and haven't been getting a lot of sleep, so I've been cutting the stream times way down, and haven't been as exactly normal with my scheduling, but most normal days I'm on at the right time every day. But it's been iffy the last couple weeks. I've been real tired. If I lay down on the floor right now, I'd probably fall asleep. But, you know. this should be good. Now we need a no catenaries. What are we gonna do? Oh, actually, we can do it like this. We're gonna have to move this road. Yeah, that'll be alright. For sure. I appreciate it. I only have, well, I'll tell you the main thing about this map is normally you just pick a type of like environment you want, you know, and then you generate the map, and then the whole map looks like this. But what I did is I put I started with, because this is like the Asian temperate or climate, and then I cut it into 3 parts with these rivers down the middle, and then I put, so this is supposed to represent Europe with the big mountains on the end, and all these towns are European towns. And I'm going to try to use, because there's European vehicles and American vehicles and Asian vehicles, I'm going to try to use the right ones on each area, but we'll see how that goes. And this is the American part of the map. I made these mountains on here, or these mesas or plateaus or whatever. All these are American towns. I made a little wind farm on here with these assets from the game. They're actually models somebody made, and then I made these mountains over here and cut into them a little bit, a couple different times, and all these are Asian country or Asian city names. So it took me probably 30 hours to make this. 20 or 25 actually, yeah. So it's a lot of fun, but I need to oh yeah, I was gonna tell you, I only have like 16 subs on YouTube now, and I've been streaming for a year, but it'd be nice to have more, but I'm not like freaking out about it, you know. It'd be cool to have, but it's not ideal for me, I guess you could say. But like I said, I'm not worried about subs, and I got like 1,200 and some views on my YouTube channel in the last 10 months, so that's good. But I don't expect anything out of like I'm not in it just to get views and get ad revenue and all that, because that's not gonna happen for a very long time. So I just need to concentrate on streaming and all that good stuff and go from there. You know what I mean? 200, 240. So that's perfect. So now, so this is a fucking mess. That kind of looks like a NASCAR track. um, well, I mean, I picked how, what products go to what towns, so it's, fuel and goods on the European side, food and, build material in the middle for America, and then, machines and tools for, the Asian side of the map, and just, I didn't do the math right. Plus, all these towns I started as large towns, so most of them are over 300 or 200 and something already. So when I connect them with passenger lines and whatnot, they're gonna double in size, which means they'll have several hundred of supply needed for all the products, and I don't have that many factories to supply that. So that was a mistake on my part when I made the map. So. I guess just the focus for this map is just to supply as much as I can to every town and go from there. So, because I would need like double the amount of product I have, pretty much. And I don't like the maps that the game generates that are way too like cluttered with industries like everywhere. You know what I mean? But that's a whole other thing to worry about. But basically, at first I started as just link two towns with a passenger line and get money, and then build a product line. That's what I did here. I just linked Houston and Chicago together with passenger line, and then got money, and then linked Phoenix with this quarry for rock, and then sent it here, and then yeah, this is the first map I've ever made, and it took me a while to make it with all the trees, and because I got cactuses everywhere, and I tried doing certain trees on this side and certain ones on this side and stuff like that. So I haven't got this little Native American settlement, I guess you could call it. I just find I made this too. This is my crowning achievement for this map, is I made a oil rig platform on one episode of this, so that was super cool. That was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, almost dead on a couple weeks ago. I made this. This is just a bunch of assets, like all these little, like these right here. How I can pick I can put like a building or a little stack of wood or this right here. That's how I made this right here. You could put stuff on this for like a pad, but I just raised it up in the air, you know, but I had it over the water. So then I just put like this kind of stuff on it and everything else, and it's just different assets. Like just go on the. I made this whole thing out of like 50 different assets, because this building right here, this main building, is like the bottom flat part is gray, like that's like one whole thing, because certain ones have like size multipliers like this, and if you change it back down to 0.75 it's like super small. But I made this like the biggest one, and then I added all these things to it. If there was a way I could make an H for this helipad over here, I would, but there's not a way, so I just kind of dealt with it. I didn't have these cranes when I first made it, but I found them. But just go on the, I got all kinds of shit on here. Like this one has just buildings, like random buildings, you know, and then there's like industry B and C. Yeah, and then this one has, these are crazy. You can make whole towns with this one. This has different buildings, and you can pick what story you want them to be. Stuff like that, you know, like that. I'm probably never going to use these. Maybe I will, I don't know. It's just, you can raise them up or down as to the elevation and stuff like that. And yeah, these ones are like high-rise buildings. More so like apartment buildings, kind of. That one's like that. That one's cool. And there's like I have bicycle stuff and motorcycles, and then I got these big old giant things like the other ones, how it's like apartment buildings. Then that and that one looks cool. Then that's a gas station. See, I have like this right here. This acts as a garage in the game, even though it's a gas station, so you can buy vehicles for lines on here, and they'll come out of the little garage in the corner, and you and they just drive out like it's one of these, but instead it looks like that. So that's pretty awesome. And then this other stuff is like benches and like barrel sets and stuff like that. See, just all kinds of weird shit. That's just like a big line of the whole set after this. So like little piles of dirt, and this one has like tables and chairs and weird shit, and this is like walls and everything. There's a lot of pipes, this one, so you can make like other things. This is how I made the well, there's another one of these, but this right here, there's certain ones you can make way bigger on certain, because certain asset groups have the same assets, but you can make them bigger and smaller, and some of them you can't. But that's how I made the legs underneath for this. I just made one and made another, and then made each one go up and did it again, so it looks like that. But then there's oh yeah, this one's a Zeppelin, see? You can make it, it's like a balloon. That's pretty cool. And like this one before, this has all the refinery stuff, because I decorated the refinery over here that's by across from the oil rig. See all that? It's like a little building and a little office hut thing, and big old pipes, and there's other stuff I'll never use. Like there's a lot of stuff of these I'll never use. Like there's like different spires you can use. There's the wind turbines. I like those. Some of these are weird. They got signs like these. They look kind of cool. So, and here's like a transport fever sign. That's cool. Like I could put this on this wall right here. See that? It's like a sign. And trees, obviously. And I got like, I can put, where's it at? Show you this. Where's the other one at? It's all the way down here. This is a parking lot I made with all these different truck models and everything for this other goods factory. Bunch of different. I've worked in truck stops before, so I know all about those. And some of them have collision on where you can't put them inside of things, and then if you pick the collision off one, then you can put it wherever you want. So that's cool. And then rocks, you know, that's normal. And this one has like signs and fences and shit like that, and that one has other stuff. And this is the weird one. This has, I made when I first started playing Transport Fever 1 on stream, I did a nuclear plant build with all these, so it looked pretty awesome. That's one of my first playlists on the YouTube channel. This one's got park stuff, and this one you can place what is it? Like farms and stuff, you know, corn, all that. I did that for these farms and whatnot right here. See, I made all that. Then asset plopper, there's buildings, like oil pump stuff like this. I love all this stuff. There's still more stuff after this. And then all this kind of weird stuff right here, like who the hell knows what that is? You know what I mean? But yeah, stuff gets crazy. You can put people. It's insane. But now that I'm done rattling on, I am going to this and I try to have every episode named something different. I screenshot every episode, then I put it on the YouTube video and I title it the same and remember it and all that good stuff and everything. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Next time I will finish the steel line hopefully, and then we'll hook it back up to the rest of this, and hopefully we can make the planks go from the machine factory to the tool factory, since I hooked it up like a jackass. If I would have done that differently so it wouldn't hook up, then I would have planks there, but I only have a little bit of tools instead of a lot, so I'll have to fix that. But yeah, we'll save it again, and then we will switch to this. And thank you PJ and thank you Spiderlobe for the follows. And I like I said, I got some stuff going on, so I would like to be back on in 10 minutes at my normal start time, but I got stuff going on, so I will be back on in a little bit, hopefully in the next hour or two, and play this some more for you guys for about an hour or so. But as always, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks, Spiderlobe. And I'm usually on every day, 12 to 5 a.m. Central U.S. on Twitch, and I upload every day on YouTube at 9 a.m. Central U.S. And be back on tomorrow. Catch you guys later. Deuces. Thanks for stopping by.